Hi! This is me in part 2 of my server tour here. Playing around with the F5 key again. I don't quite get it. So as you can see, this is me now outside my house. And there's a few little buildings here and some stuff that I did. And also a project that I always forget about, but which I'm really quite pleased with. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the simple stuff first, and then go and look at this little project. So we've got like harvesting mycelium. Yeah, you'll see I had to pause recording to just murder things because I didn't want to be disturbed when I was talking and there were a bunch of creepers. Weren't there, pussycat? There were, yeah. We've got a little thing for harvesting cocoa beans, netherwort. Proper little cactus farm. I got help with that, I think. Who helped me? I think it was Creo, because I was not getting it right so that the stuff wasn't breaking. It's not huge, but it gives you, like, as long as you harvest it when you go by, you end up with a decent amount. This is a piston. Worked. Sugarcane farm. Quite pleased with that. I don't know why there's a single broken pane. It makes the place look a bit disreputable. The only problem is, as you can see, it doesn't. You know, you get most of the stuff. It depends on how lazy you are. Sometimes I can be bothered to go back in and, you know, jump in and grab all the extra stuff, and sometimes I'm like, meh. Okay, this is a joke. Inside this, if I can take just... That's not right. I forgot to come out of this game mode. Ah, how does this work again? Game mode. 0. Yes, that's more like it. I was flying about to make sure I'd got all the creepers. There. There's an actual tree in this tree. I used to have my bed, like, lying in that line. Before I extended the house, it was sort of beyond where the chests are there. And I would look out and I would see my pretty tree. One day Ross replaced it with a wool tree. So the original tree is in there, other than obviously she replaced the trunk with brown wool. But the original tree is still in there, but I don't have the heart to take it down. I don't know what makes me happy. I like it. Silly thing. This whole area, if you're wondering why on earth I've wasted so much glowstone down here, as you can see, this entire area it starts to become a, I can't remember, cold biome. Ice plains it turns into part of the way down, which I'm just not so keen on. So I was kind of extending it so that I could just have a slightly nicer outlook, basically. It really is a tiny little fragment of clear land that I found in here, which is... Well, technically it's forest, but there weren't any trees down here. Just where it joined in. Okay, this is my little wheat farm. It's, you know, dead simple, you can probably see that. Flip a lever, and it'll collect it all. But I'm not going to do that now because it'll take time, then I'll want to put all the stuff back in the boxes, and nah, not just now. This, however, I will do just because. I just love how this works. Oh, that's fine, I don't remember that being... Couldn't have told you that was watermelon. There we go, it's raining watermelons. Whee! I love this thing. I think it might have been the first proper pistony thing I built on here. And it's silly, but I love it. That beep is my pal Rossini138 talking to me on Steam, so I'm telling her to shut up. Politely! I'm just telling her I'm recording, so she'll be quiet for a minute. I really like this. The only thing is it's not as pretty when you've harvested and you just see the ends of the stupid pistons and they're ugly. There's no real reason for this. These are nice and it disguises my terribly ugly animal farms. Wow, I killed a lot of them. If you go down here, there's wool and things like this. Look, see, there we go. I wasn't getting very... I have no idea really whether this worked or not. I have a big piston-based grinder over there, and I wasn't sure whether the amount, I had ridiculous numbers of animals in here, I wasn't sure if that was affecting the efficiency, so I killed a lot of them. Anyway, how's our time? Is that sun setting? It is. Right. Ignore me while I do this. Oh look, it's not setting at all. Right, this was the other thing that I wanted just to have a quick look at. I am quite pleased with it. I would love to be able to replicate it on a newer... this is the one thing I like about this ice. I'd love to try and do a better version with the new flowers and things like that, but for the time being, working with what I had, I'm fairly pleased with this. It's an entire, like a walled garden, but under ice. I liked having an opportunity to use mossy cobble that seemed kind of appropriate rather than, you know, sometimes it can look a little bit, it's not the prettiest of blocks. But the idea that some of the walls were being affected by damp and mossy, and same with the pathways. The introduction of potted plants really helped this a lot. That jungle one isn't really suitable, I don't think. I should probably change that. And the little things in item frames, I think, works quite nicely. The trees, you can see they're pretty much just oak trees, which I bone mealed, I think, to grow. And then I think I made all of them as symmetrical as I could. They're not all identical. I haven't used the exact same pattern. I quite like that one, and I think it's this. Yeah, I think this one's kind of pretty. It's got the same little symmetrical pattern. Basically, the reason that I came up with this was that I had been digging out sand under the ice, and then I noticed that it had turned to grass. The dirt that was just left had gradually turned to grass, so I realised there was quite a lot of light down here. Well, as you can see, I mean, I'm not, let's check. No, I've never gone through the entire place, but yeah, some of the block light in some places was a little low. And the little flower beds, but I can imagine this would be, oh man, if I'd had the new flowers, it would have been really, really nice. And some of the new blocks, I think, would work quite well. So this is something which I think I would maybe like to try and find. What? Oh right, oh, the chicken farm must be right through there. I didn't realise. There's that one birch tree, but honestly, I'm not very keen on it, to be perfectly honest. I think it's not my favourite. It's not a huge build, but I really did enjoy putting it together. And yeah, I'd quite like to have another go at it, some kind of variation of it, because I thought it was, you know, quite an original wee idea. Last thing here is the ice maker. It's fairly simple. You collect all the ice, then you flip this switch, it lets water out, you wait till it's steady, then you close it and it gradually makes more ice for you. This is just a bunch of stained clay that I stuck down there when it was brand new and I was looking to compare all the colours, and then I just left it there because I do stuff like that. Okay, so this is us for the moment. That is my original base. Oh, that little section there where there used to be a golem in there, but he escaped or he died. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he's gone now. Anyway, hope to see you another time. Bye bye.